Hi, and a very warm welcome from me, Greg Parry, your personal wellbeing specialist. One of the areas that we've been talking about since we began these videos was how to lower your stress. And one of the leading causes of stress and anxiety in our society is uncertainty. Because we live in a world where all kinds of strange things happen all the time and often without warning. And this can really generate a huge amount of anxiety. But I wanted to reassure you by reminding you that as humans, we've always had to deal with uncertainty. And the fact is that we've evolved to deal with uncertainty in very, very effective ways. You could argue that we are hardwired to be able to deal with uncertainty. So, one of the ways that I'd like to suggest, and there are a lot of different approaches to this, but one of the ways I'd like to introduce to you today is this idea of mindfulness. Because we've always known that uncertainty sometimes betrays an obsession with the future. Uncertainty is sometimes an echo of difficulty we've experienced in the past. And if we can detach ourselves for a little while from our obsession with the past and our concern over the future, that gives us an opportunity to bring our awareness, our perception, into the present. You could argue that this present moment is the only reality that we can rely on. The table is real. I guess I'm real. And everything else, my interpretation of the past, my projection to the future, this is a product of my memory or my imagination. I can't actually show you those things. I can only experience them directly. They're very subjective. But the moment you bring your focus into the present, it changes your perception. You realize that you have a little bit of space where you can detach yourself from the anxiety, the fear, and from the problems. It's really all a question of perception. Now, this is entirely natural. In many ways, this is how our brains have evolved to deal with this dual aspect of being incredibly creative as a species, but also generating a lot of anxiety about uncertainty. You and I both know that most of the things we worry about never even happen. And to be fair, if there are things which are bound to happen in life, why do we waste time worrying about them? I would like you to put your energy into creating more positive thoughts, more positive feelings, and to take a moment just to breathe, bring your attention into the present, and notice how that changes your awareness. It changes how you're interacting with the world around you. Uncertainty is one of the principles we will always have to live with, but we do have a lot of great methods to explore to help us to deal with it effectively. If you've got any questions, any comments or suggestions, I'll always be delighted to hear from you. My email address is in the description. But in the meantime, thank you very much for joining me, and I look forward to being with you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.